Samson's when I was looking right at the hole in the wall where a family of rats lived. Black cat lay across the mat fast asleep. Samson, the big black cat, lay across the mat fast asleep. He was a very big, fat cat. Samson looked as if he was asleep, but he really had one eye open all the time. Samson's when I was looking right at the hole in the wall where a family of rats lived. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 little rats. 5 little frightened rats were peeping out from behind the hole in the wall. The 5 rats wanted to get away from the big, black cat. Samson yawned and stretched and turned over to sleep a bit longer. The rats were quivering with excitement. Now was their chance to escape. One rat tiptoed out to cross the room. He started to run towards the door. Suddenly the door opened. In walked a tall man wearing a top hat. The man threw the top hat onto a chair, but it missed the chair and fell on the floor. Samson jumped up and hissed. The rat ran back to his hole with the other rats. The chance to escape had gone. Slowly Samson went back to sleep. The rats looked at the cat and then they noticed the top hat lying on the floor. It gave them an idea. The rats nodded to each other as they made a plan. They would hide under the hat and see if they could sneak past the big, black cat. Carefully, one by one, they wriggled under the hat and waited. The rats heard Samson snoring. They thought they would start to walk towards the door under the shelter of the hat. Slowly the hat slid across the floor. The cat did not wake up. Rats walking past a cat with hat over their heads, trying not to wake it. The rats reached the door. It was open just enough for them to slip out and go on down the road. The hat, with the rats, went out of the door. At the same time Samson woke up. His greedy eyes saw the hat moving across the steps and out of the door. He jumped up and started to walk towards the door. The rats knew they would have to start to run. The cat was getting closer and the rats could see no escape. Behind them was the cat and in front of them was the road and it led to a duck pond. Oh, what should they do? Whoosh, a sudden gust of wind blew down the road. It tipped the hat over and the rats fell inside. They hung on tightly. What would happen now? The hat flew down the road and into the pond. The rats peeked over the edge. They saw that they were floating on the pond. Now the hat was a boat. Samson looked at the rats floating on the pond. He was very angry. He could not swim. The rats had escaped in their funny top hat. The little rats laughed at the cat. Samson hissed and went home.